Feel it. Feel it. Rage, power. Rage, money, power. Big. Feel it.
Welcome, DMVLAX fans, to Triplet Field at Bordley Stadium at the Landon School in Bethesda, Maryland for the 2025 IAC Championship game. This is the DMVLAX Game of the Week presented by the Electrical Alliance, featuring the #1 ranked DMV and number 16 nationally ranked Landon Bears hosting the #2 DMV ranked Bullis Blldogs. I'm Cowboy Maddox, announcing here in the 7th DMVLAX season for varsity boys lacrosse media coverage and the DMVLAX Games of the Week. Thanks for watching this Madlax Media live stream production. Joining me today, providing expert analysis, is Matt Rienzo. Matt graduated from Gonzaga in 1993 and Georgetown University in 97. He was a captain in All-WCAC at Gonzaga and a captain and All-American defenseman at Georgetown. Matt has coached at the Division I level, including 10 years at Georgetown, in addition to 12 years as the Madlax-DC Dogs 2023 head coach, one of the best club teams ever assembled. Thanks for joining me today, Matt.
Thanks for having me, Cabell. Today's going to be a great day. We've got an awesome matchup. You know, these were two of the best teams coming into the season. All year long, they were the top two teams as it played out in Washington, D.C. So tonight's really going to decide who's unequivocally crowned #1 in the area. You know, this is a bitter rivalry every year, and we're about to add another layer to it, another chapter to this awesome rivalry tonight.
Fantastic. The student bodies just ran in, and the sun just popped out. It is a beautiful day here in D.C. Earlier this season, when these two teams met, it was 8-8 with 2 minutes to go in the game. And then Landon won 3 faceoffs in a row thanks to Hayden Goose. Bullis never touched the ball again, and Landon won 11-8. Last year, in the 2023 season, Landon won the IAC Championship for the first time since 2017 behind a loaded senior class that included Kevin Miller, who you know well from Georgetown.
Having a great freshman year at Georgetown, Kevin Miller.
Chase Robertson, who I just saw it here. We've had first-line midi at Utah. Nathan Ferguson, a starting defensive short stick for Delaware. Anthony Panetti, starting midi for Bucknell. Davis Owens, who's playing for Tufts. Troy Ulisny, Hank and Steele Maddox, and Zach Abramson. That was 2024. Now in 2025, Landon has 19 seniors and is trying to win back-to-back IAC titles for the first time since 2001-2002.
They're kind of reloading at this point. You know, they had a great year last year. Now they've had another great year. No matter what happens today, they've had a great year. So kudos to the coaching staff at Landon.
This would be the 34th IAC Championship for Landon. It would be the 5th for Bullis. Bullis won last in 2022. I would like to take a minute to recognize and welcome all the alumni from both schools who paved the way for these athletes on the field today in this championship game. Hopefully you're all watching our live stream around the country and will enjoy this broadcast. We know the current athletes wanted to honor your legacy and memorable performances that would make them proud. Landon is 17-1. Bullis is 15-3. Landon is coached by Will McGettigan in his 4th season. And this is his 2nd IAC Championship appearance. His assistant coaches are J.R. Bordley, Connor Cassidy, Mike Kubik, Mark Mickham, Paul Padalino, Will Powell, and David Smith. Bullis, who is 15-3, is head coached by Jeff Balestri in his 11th season and his 24th overall. He was an assistant for many years. This is his 7th IAC Championship appearance. And his assistant coaches are Noah Joseph, Jody Ferguson, Josh White, Alan Poarillis, and Brack McKee. Thanks for joining us on this live stream. You can subscribe now and also find the rosters in the description on YouTube. down below where you're watching. Now let's get to the sport automotive players to watch. First for Landon, Sean Murray, attack. First team all DMV and a Bucknell commit.
Sean's a beast. You know, he's got 77 points this year, heavier on the goals with 51. He's just the straw that stirs the drink for Landon.
Logan Cassidy, the senior defenseman, second team all DMV, the UPenn commit.
Logan's just had a great last couple years, developed into a wonderful defender, one of the top defenders in the area and in the nation.
Eli Smink, senior, committed to WNL.
Eli's got great length, really good player. Look for him to make an impact off the ball, knocking down passes, playing great team defense.
Caden Southworth, a senior midfielder, do everything, first team all DMV, Princeton commit.
He is. He's a beast of a midi. He's one of my favorites out here today. Princeton's getting a great one.
And lastly, Hayden Goose, who's got 71% face-off percentage, the Michigan commit.
Goose is having a heck of a year, and he's going to continue on the legacy of great face-off guys from this area going there, following Jackie Weller from St. John's a couple years ago. So he's a great player.
Now for Bullis, Jackson Marr, the senior attackman committed to Penn, has had another amazing year.
Yeah, Jackson's, for my money, the best player in the area. He's just a horse, can do it all.
Ryder Hannon, the Ohio State commit, LSM.
Ryder's a physical long stick midi between the lines. Look for him to have an impact between the restraining lines today.
And we'll get to the other guys as we're about ready to roll here, right on schedule. It's going to be Talon Smith taking the first one against Cooper Rivas. Hannon on the wing, Southworth on the wing, and on the far wing I see Carter DeSanto, the junior, over there with Wade Hayden, the Navy commit, short stick D midi. There are 6 Navy commits between both teams, Matt, and 4 UPenn commits between both teams.
That's pretty crazy.
I think there's 27 commits total. Let me check that between both teams.
Well, congrats to both teams for those commitments and going to schools of that caliber as well. That's incredible.
26 commits total. 12 on Bullis, 14 on Landon. And there's many more imminent about to happen here as the summer's about to start. I don't know what the delay is, but I'm going to take a minute to continue going with the players to watch. Quinn Anzalone, senior, Navy commit, the lefty.
Yeah, Quinn's awesome. He's just a really well-rounded player, can shoot the rock like crazy. I really like his game.
Blake Paris, the matchup, lockdown defender, Tampa commit.
Yeah, he's got really good feet. He's going to Division II Tampa, which is a power program, and we'll see what he can do today.
And Cooper Rivas, the Princeton commit faceoff specialist.
He's a beast. That's all you need to say. He's a beast at the X, and we'll see what Landon can do to combat him today.
All right, also on attack, it's Quinn Anzalone, Jackson Marr, and Jackson Tolmack, the Michigan commit. At midfield, it's Jack Mangan, the Navy commit, with Petty, St. Joe's, Ike Silverman, and Cooper Keel. They run 4 offensive middies, not lines. Defensively for Bullis, starting Blake Paris, mentioned, Braden Sewer, the Navy commit, and Kalen Kaplan. And here we go. They figured out the clock, got situated, and the 2025 IAC Championship is underway. Scrape out, picked up by Rivas, 1-0 Bullis. Good ride there by the Landon attack. Cooper Rivas has no one to throw to. He has to exit out the back. Now they get 10 seconds left in the clear.
You're going to see aggressive rides all day from both teams.
Great ride there from behind by Talon Smith. The faceoff guy, he knocks it out of bounds and creates energy and a takeaway, a caused turnover by the faceoff specialist.
Really good effort, and the Landon sideline goes crazy. It happened right in front of the bench. That's awesome.
Yeah, tracked down Caleb Kaplan, starting defenseman, up to Southworth. Trail checked him. Talon trail checked him and dislodged the ball. And out comes the first line midfield. Stacked middies. Devin Stewart with the ball now, 25. Penn commit, 1 of 4. Makana Neveroski, number 5, setting a little mirror screen there. Navy commit now with the ball. He's got a pole. Looks like Devin's got a shorty.
Yeah, they're going to want to get the ball back to him.
Whoa. What? That 5,
nice
10,
shot.
15, 16 yards. That's too far out. Probably should have been saved.
Yeah, his release point was at 14 yards. His foot was at the 14-yard line. You know, high bouncers, tough to pick up. So that's really the reason. You know, he was too far out under normal circumstances, but he bounced it to the top corner, so the goalie got a little confused.
No, Zamoyski's in cage there. Dickinson commit. He might be a little nervous that there is no way in the world that he would tell anyone he should not have saved that. I know Jake Zamoyski. He's outstanding. He's got to look to bounce back. Pivot out, picked up by Riley Luger, the Delaware commit. Short plays both ways this year. Last year he was a short stick D-mid. He going to Delaware, probably played D-mid. This year he's playing two-way. Actually, he's coming off, so they're going back to the first line midfield. So they get Riley on the wing. He picks up a smart ground ball, and they're already up 2-0 in faceoffs. Oh, actually 1-1, sorry. All right, Neveroski just buried a 16-yarder. He's out there again. Here's Southworth. It's a shorty down the alley. To X to Murray. To McConna. Oh, he just got hit in the face.
Surprising they didn't call that. That was definitely high.
Knowing these refs, I'm looking at two of them. I don't know the third. They let it go. All season I've noticed these guys let it go.
Well, I don't mind that. I like that from a stylistic perspective as long as they're consistent.
Here's Blake Paris on Murray. Same as last game. Blake Paris is put together. He is a monster. That is Aiden Cassidy, number 20. Who's Devin Stewart? With Hannon on him. Good slide by Paris. Southworth moves it quickly down to Jonas Hawkins, number 2. Good pick by Jonas on Neveroski. Neveroski is getting shorted, and so is Hawkins. It's a shot. 3 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to dump it, get their D-middies on, and ride. Out comes JT Matura, the Hopkins commit. Oh, they're going into the 10-man. This is the first 10-man ride of the game. Let's see if they.
Yeah, I was wondering when we'd see it. We see it so much in these high school games in the Washington, D.C. area, and here it is again. Pulling the goalie.
Shot, and backed up by Enzalone. A pretty bad shot. Missed by 30 yards, and they're still counting.
It was a good possession shot. They maintained possession, so it did its trick.
Where do you draw the line on that? I guess
good question.
A bad shot's a bad shot.
It's still a shot, yeah.
Here is Ike Silberman, the senior, on Southworth. I don't think Caden Southworth has come out of the game yet, Matt.
I think you're right.
And I'm not worried about him. He can run all day. An absolute phenomena.
We'll see what Bullis puts together here for what is really their first sustained offensive possession.
This is Jackson Tolmack, number 9. Is he being shorted? They switch it. They switched it. Okay, so here's Silberman up to Marr with Logan Cassidy on him. You can see how big Marr is because Logan Cassidy is a big boy too.
Yeah, this is a great matchup.
He just laid the lumber on him and stripped him. Marr gets it back. Silberman gets a step on his guy. Inside open. Buries it. Silberman to Tolmack.
Really nice job of keeping the ball hot after a ground ball. You know, Jackson Marr kind of got his cookies taken there a little bit, but he picked the ball up and they were able to move it and get something on the backside. So way to recover from a negative play by Bullis.
Great takeaway by Logan Cassidy, but then just a better play by Ike Silberman. Beat his guy off the recovery.
That's going to be a fun matchup to watch all day. Cassidy versus Marr, the lefty versus the righty. So it pairs well with, Cassidy really bashing with his left hand against that righty.
And same over here with Jake Derwinski, the Gettysburg defenseman, big, huge righty on Quinn Anzalone. And that's another face-off win for Bullis. 2-1 face-offs for Bullis. Hayden Wade, the Navy commit, picks it up. Good ride there by Aiden Cassidy, not letting him out. And Hayden has to back it up. 5 seconds to get it out, and they do. Nice patience by Bullis, and here's Silberman again. Bullis will really only run.
Played by Landon right now.
Here's Mangan on DeSanto. Let's see if they... Quinn seems to always get to his left. He's a big, huge lefty headed to Navy, but Derwinski is a monster too.
Pick for Marr.
Oh, good.
That's a good way for Bullis to try and get him to get his hands free. Another interesting matchup point between Marr and Cassidy. They're both headed to Penn, so they're going to be playing against each other in practice next year.
It's true. They don't have to get along today.
They'll become friends after this.
Yeah. Up to Is that 12 over there? Robert Swift, the short stick D-Midi, junior, uncommitted, having a great season playing D-Midi, just extremely fast young athlete. Down rip, just sent it high. Aiden Cassidy, the twin brother of Logan Cassidy. Aiden is a natural lefty playing lefty attack.
He's really come on this year.
Headed to Holy
Scored
Cross.
a bunch of goals. Yeah, going to Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Left-handed.
Yeah, he's second on the team. He's got 41 points, 28 goals. Impressive. Oh, good. Oh, he stepped in the crease. I was like, man, that's a heck of a slide. But it didn't matter. He was already in the crease. 10-man. Let's see if it's coming. Yeah, here it comes.
So those of you at home, you're seeing the ball carrier now. The goalie is out of the goal at the other end. So they're going to look to get a shot and possess the ball, or get it through a very crowded middle of the field if they don't take a long shot. And there's the long shot, and they've got the backup.
Yeah.
As long as it's an attempted shot, whoever's closest off the end line will get the ball, even if it's a terrible shot, as we discussed earlier.
Here is Cooper Keel, another Penn commit.
Big athlete.
Just his brother's at Penn.
Look for him to impose his will here at the goal line extended. They're going to want to slide quickly.
Oh, he should have taken one more half a step, and he would have scored that.
He did get a nice look, though.
Bring off the top crossbar.
It's a good move by
Was that a
Keel.
save or a crossbar?
Crossbar.
Yeah, so one save still for Rizzo. Headed to TCU. Zamoyski still looking for his first to the cage for Bullis. And here's Cooper Keel with Nico Pedreza on him. Here's Anzalone. He gets under, draws a slide, looks inside. Kind of a...
I'd like to go back to the Keel matchup if I were Bullis.
Ball's loose. This is going to be an absolute scrap. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, good goose there by, not sure who that is. Oh, that's Schmidt, the sophomore. James Schmidt.
Nice defensive stand by Landon.
And Schmidt hockeys it out. Not a hockey player himself like Eli Smink, but he made a great little hockey play there. And Landon up 1-0, 4:25 to go. I'm Cabell Maddox. Thanks for joining us. I'm here with Matt Rienzo on an absolutely stunning day here in D.C. It was rainy all day, and the blue skies came in half an hour before game time. Here is Neveroski. Nasty speed dodge. Good punch there by Hayden Wade. Short stick D-mid. He forces an errant throw. Weird. Ball's loose in front. Zamoyski went a one-hander reacher. Dangerous. Goes out to Wade. Wade's got to tuck here and go. Wade bumps it down. They're getting a little bit of numbers here, Sitch. Oh, he got pushed. No call. They're not calling much, huh?
Letting them play.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a play on anyways, actually, because it was a loose ball push.
While they're subbing, we have an update from the Gonzaga-DeMatha game. It's tied 8-8 at the end of the third quarter.
That is the WCAC semifinal game. That is awesome. 8-8 entering the fourth quarter. Love it. As a Gonzaga alum, I'm sure you're pulling for the Eagles, but DeMatha is having a massive season, man.
Yeah, they're definitely back at the top of the mix.
Oh, picked off there by Pedreza. Nice play by Nico.
Yeah, DeMatha's had a nice season in the Washington, D.C. area. They've had a lot of good wins, and they're definitely on the map.
So Bullis doesn't ride aggressively at all. They get back and play you. Landon will ride you 10-man style or aggressive, just man-to-man style, 9-man. Bullis opts to get in and play. They trust their defenders, and they are loaded. Loaded at short stick D-midi, loaded at poles.
Both teams just have, players at every position.
Chase Dark is
it's really amazing for a high school team to just be this laden at every position on both teams.
I love it. It's the DMV. It's why we call these games, to promote the best players in the country in our favorite region. Matt and I both grew up here, both love this area, and want the boys in this area to succeed in college, and we can talk about that later, but many are doing pretty well this year in college.
That's for sure. It's fun to watch those games and see all the guys that we coach playing in them.
Doing great. We just had another Tewaaraton nominee from Madlax, Jackson Eicher from Episcopal High School. He's in the final 5, played
That's
Madlax,
awesome.
went to Episcopal. Oh, nice dodge there by Murray. gets an incredible shot off. He's always on the ground.
The defense is just scrapping and flying around, throwing their bodies around.
Trying
to make a play.
Three guys tried to get him.
2 seconds on the shot clock.
Another dump and ride. Expect a 10-man here from Landon.
They're already in it before they even threw the ball back.
I mean, they got 4 guys across the middle.
And this is really, the ball's deep. This is going to be a tough one to get out. It started really deep.
Cooper is open in the middle if he can pass it to him. Still open. Still open. Oh, they're just coaching him to shoot. Whoa, what happened there?
Got blocked.
DeSanto took it down. Too low of a shot.
Successful ride for Landon.
That one looked like it might have been headed towards the cage. It was low. That might have been a shot, not an intentional miss shot. All right, well, the ride works again. Our elite statistics crew is keeping rides and clears and shots and saves and assists and goals. It's unbelievable over here.
We get the full team working on it.
Devin Stewart, the Penn commit, with Braden Seward, the captain, Navy commit on him. Braden Seward, number 22. Here is Jonas Hawkins with Paris on him. They've switched the matchups, unless they just got switched on picks. And here is Kaplan. Caleb Kaplan, I believe, is a transfer junior. Came in this year and earned a starting job. And no 10-man this time from Landon. Why'd they do that?
He thought they were in a 10-man when they weren't. Yeah, because the goalie was in. They didn't call that a shot.
So that was something I spoke with Coach Ballestri about before the game, and he was going to probably talk to the refs about that. And I asked him, I said, have you gotten any of those calls this year? He said, I got one the whole year.
Yeah.
He just got his second. If the goalie's in, it's not.
Yeah, you can't throw it.
Yeah, you can't do it.
It's not really
4
considered
seconds
a
in the
shot.
quarter. Sorry about that. Devin Stewart going wildly to cage. 1 second, and that'll do it. 1-1.
Really interesting pace here and feeling at this game. You know, obviously both teams are amped, but there's definitely like a calm about both teams, don't you think?
Unbelievable. 1-1. They figured each other out, and these guys know each other well. We're going to go to our sponsors. The Electrical Alliance, Wired for Growth, is our 2025 DMVLAX Game of the Week title sponsor and the all-encompassing support system that helps electricians in the DMV secure the highest quality training, employment, wages, and benefits. For career opportunities and contractor partnership, visit theelectricalalliance.org. Quantum Financial Advisors and the Athlete Amplifier. QFA's 5-star offense maximizes client returns while their 5-star defense generates additional current income while mitigating market risk. The Athlete Amplifier is QFA's NIL, Name, Image, Likeness initiative, empowers student athletes through personalized branding and sponsorship deals with local community businesses. A special thanks to our loyal DMVLAX supporter and co-founder Joe Rinaldi. Learn more at QFAinc.com. That's QFAinc.com. Players to watch, by the way, were brought to you by Sport Automotive, Chevrolet, Cadillac, and Honda. Be a sport fan, too, and visit sportautomotive.com. And ask for our friend and owner, Gibbs Fogarty, Landon class of 2005. Hopefully he's tuned it in. He's got it live at Sport Chevy up there. When you visit Sport, if you tell him beat Prep, or in this case maybe beat Bullis, he may hook you on your next new Tahoe. Back to the game here, second quarter. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cabo Maddox with Matt Rienzo live at Triplet Field at Bordley Stadium for the 2025 IAC Championship. And there is Goose, who wins his first. Hayden Goose. So that makes it 2-2 by my count. Is that what you have, Matt?
That's right.
Backside look. Open is Talon. Talon, unbelievable diver again.
Just a gritty play.
I mean, what a catch and finish by Talon. That's Fogo to Fogo. That was Fogo to Fogo.
Great handle, left-handed across his body. Great poise. That was not an easy play to make on the crease.
I mean, that is just, that might be our Washington Capitals play of the game. I'm going to write that down for an early nominee. I like to keep track of those because there's so many great plays, but that was unbelievable. Face off again. Hayden Goose again. Hayden didn't take the first one.
He's got 2 wins now. Won the last 2. Aiden Cassidy with the ball. the lefty. Landon trotting out the first midfield.
I mean, this is best against best here in the settled 6-on-6. I think it's going to be really hard to score in 6-on-6, Matt. That last goal was not settled.
Both defenses are really good, and they're playing really physical, and the refs aren't calling a whole lot, which allows them to play even more physical, so we'll see where that goes.
Here's Sean Murray, the leading point scorer, and now the second all-time goal scorer in Landon school history, only behind Joey Epstein. Sean Murray has 51 goals this year and has jumped up. That's a cross-check, and again, no call.
Yeah, that was definitely a cross-check up high, but they're letting it go.
And Blake Paris loves these refs because he is the most violent guy. Good back check there by... Did you get a number on that back check? Was that 22?
I missed it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that was Braden Sewer, the Navy commit. Nice back check on Murray to dislodge it, but a scoop up by Makana Neveroski. Unbelievable individual effort by Neveroski.
Another diving,
That's another play of the game.
hurling shot on the crease, directly on the doorstep. Really not a lot of hope there for the goaltender, Zamolski. He's right on top of him 2 times in a row.
I mean, those 2 plays are easily highlight reel, ESPN level, Washington Capitals nominees for plays of the game. And here is, loose ball picked up, fast break. Hayden Goose scoops it inside to Hawkins.
Wow. Landon is feeling it right now.
Man, that was sweet assist. And you know,
We've got a dead ball foul after the goal. We'll see what this is.
Yeah, but Hayden Goose has 2 assists already. And you know what's interesting about that is that he lost the faceoff. It just popped out funny.
Coach McGettigan trying to get an explanation. They got some sort of celebration penalty, which I think is a little bit nonsense.
I think they called timeout. Let's see what they call.
Okay, unsportsmanlike conduct on an individual player.
No,
so
he's the in-home.
Oh, he's the in-home.
Yeah, so it's definitely on the bench. Yeah, that was a bench foul.
They didn't call it. That's not what they said, though. They said it was on number 2. They didn't say it was on the bench.
I think that's – can they say it that way?
Yeah.
They would say it's
a bench penalty.
But how is that excessive on 2? He scored the goal. Did he run over and do something?
Maybe he did. I don't know. It's a great question. We can't see it. We couldn't see it from here or hear it from here, but nonetheless, the refs called unsportsmanlike on Landon. This is a big momentum play potentially for Bullis.
It is 4-1 with 10:08 to go.
Yeah, I mean, Bullis has been getting pasted the last few minutes, and they're now down 3. This is a great opportunity for them to kind of stop the bleeding a little bit and punch one in themselves.
Man up. Here we go. Man up, Bullis. First one of the day. Bullis' man up is lethal. Lethal.
Well, they've got shooters everywhere.
Everywhere. And great feeders. They got their high point scorer on the crease. You know he's not going to last there very long.
Yeah, he'll scrape off and look to get a shooting opportunity.
They're shutting him, so maybe they're just going to play 5-on-4 on the outside. That's hard to play defense 5-on-4.
Yeah, they're shutting Marr with a shorty.
Just an easy shot, and I know that Rizzo wants that one back. So
yeah, I mean, that was – I'm not sure he really even saw that. It moved and got shot so quickly. The release was quick, really good release point. Sidearm, 3/4 sidearm to low and away, stick side low. Hard one to pick up for Landon. Nice shot.
So that's a goal by Jackson Tomac, his second of the day, and also an assist by Silberman, his second of the day on the assist.
Tomac, the Michigan commit, really nice smooth stroke there. Caught the goalie by surprise and did exactly what we were talking about. Bridge the gap here. It's a 2-goal lead.
Battle here, and Goose wins again. That's 5 for Goose. 5-2. Landon is winning the face-off battle early.
Landon's still man down for 20 seconds.
Cassie's going to get doubled here. Splits a double, and Landon calls timeout.
There's 14 seconds remaining in the Landon penalty, so when we come back, Landon will look to kill 15 seconds and get to all even and then play some offense.
let me go over the keys to victory from Coach Blldogs. This is directly from Coach in our pregame meeting. He said, 1, clearing versus the 10-man. How would you say they've done in that so far? Like 50%? I think they're two for 4.
Yeah, they're not. To me, they're not handling it well. They're just chucking the ball down. They need to have a secondary strategy.
2, he said, it's keys to victory. Faceoffs must be 50% or a little higher, and they're losing that battle. They're losing 5-2.
0 for 2 on the keys to victory so far.
Yeah. 3, accurate shooting. We'll give them that. That's working.
Yep.
4, don't give up easy goals. Make Landon earn every one. Well, they got 2 easy goals there off a ground ball and no settled goals. And then from Coach McGettigan, his keys to victory were 1, win the middle of the field on the ride. He's doing that. 2, take care of the ball. I don't think I've seen a turnover yet, so he's done that. And defend the Bullis early offense and their 2-man games. Well, they did run a nice 2-man play, but they've only run it once.
Yeah, I think Landon's so far handling all their keys to the game well.
All right, here we go.
But there's a lot of game left.
9:22 to go, 14 seconds in the penalty. Bullis is opting to not double it and instead sit Kaplan inside and wait for the guys to come. So they're just going to walk out the 10 seconds in the penalty. First line middies coming in.
Yeah, Bullis choosing to not double, which I think is sound. A lot of times when you go double, you end up getting beat. And all of a sudden you give up a man-down goal.
Cassidy up to Neveroski. Neveroski already has 2 goals. One is a Washington Capitals nominee for play of the game. Here's Southworth. It's defended by Wade. Inside look. Blocked by a defender. No shot got off there. Here is Wade. He's got a guy in front of him. He can get it to him. That's a fast break. Up to Hannon. Hannon's going to let it rip. Bangs it off the pipe. That's an unfortunate break for Hannon. What a great play. Backhanded
that was a great shot, actually. I didn't want him to take that. I didn't think he would make it, but he almost did.
Oh, too bad. Bullis got it back and lost it back again, and now Landon gets it. And Landon's got numbers here. 2-on-1 in the corner, and they
Coach is putting up the signal to slow it down.
Smartly hold it. Sean Murray, the senior, headed to Bucknell. And out come the first midfield line, settling down 8 minutes ago in the second. 4-2 Landon. Here is Luger, the Delaware commit. 1-on-1 from up top. Murray gets by his guy, beats one, shot off the pipe. 2 pipes in a row, one for Bullis, one for Landon. Here's Hannon, the Ohio State long stick midi. He is a massive impact player. He gets picked up by DeSanto. He's doubled, fakes the pass. Coach might call a timeout. Yeah, he forced Coach to use a timeout there with 7:20 to go. We'll go to our sponsors during this break.
While you're doing that, Cabell, how many saves do you have in the game in your expert stat keeping?
Sorry, I think that was your job.
I know. Well, I think we have the same number.
Oh, I was going to say
there's not many saves.
I have 0 saves for Bullis.
I've only seen Landon. 1 save. I may have missed 1 or 2, but there's not a lot of saves thus far. That's interesting to track.
That is
for the rest of the game. I mean, once one goalie starts saving the ball, that can make a big difference.
That's odd. All right, Washington Capitals are a proud sponsor, and they want to let you know that round 2 playoff tickets are still on sale. The game last night was electric, by the way. You and I were both lucky enough to attend. It was unbelievable.
You had better seats than me, though.
2025-26 season ticket memberships are still available. Guaranteed playoff access when you buy season tickets. A special thanks to Darren Montgomery, Senior VP at Monumental and a proud Gonzaga lacrosse parent, for his sponsorship and support of the DMVLAX Games of the Week. And Per Electric. Per Electric is the 2025 title sponsor of the popular weekly DMVLAX Top 20 Team Rankings, posted every Monday at 6 p.m. Founded in 1992. Well, we'll get back to the game here. You can check them out at perelectric.com for more information. Special thanks to Scott Pinto, a proud Paul VI and Madlax parent. All right, Quinn Anzalone. Want to see Quinn get going here. He's got Derwinski on him. Quinn.
Yeah, I want to see Marr and Anzalone get going, both of them.
50 goals.
They have not really gotten into settled offense that looked great yet.
Good luck.
With a couple exceptions.
Step down.
Another
Whoa.
nice little shot from Tolmack, that righty rip. The difference there is he shot that 5-hole, easy to save, didn't have as quick a release, so didn't catch the goalie off guard that time.
I got that save. That's 2 for Rizzo. The TCU commit. TCU is a big rival of SMU, where my boys play. Hank and Steel Maddox played TCU, beat them in the semifinals of the conference championships down there. Now
the
Rizzo,
club lacrosse is getting great now. It really is. It's a great option for kids going to college.
it's fantastic, and they're going to be shooting on Rizzo next year, I bet. If Rizzo plays, hopefully he will. I bet he will. Second midfield line out for Landon Papalia, 16. Matt Cohen, 4. And Riley Luger, the Delaware commit, senior, going on Grant Stevenson, the sophomore.
Luger was on the first midfield a minute ago.
Yeah, he does
Getting
a lot.
a lot of run.
He gets a lot of wing, a lot of action. He's a great athlete. Here's Aiden Cassidy. Aiden Cassidy has now Sewer on him. Braden Sewer, the Navy commit. Here's Sean Murray. Draws a quick double. Hard slide by Kaplan.
Good footwork by Murray.
Good bouncer and a save by Zamoyski.
Great save by Zamoyski. That was really incredible footwork behind the goal to get free his hands to make that feed. Really nice play by Landon, but even better save by Zamoyski.
I think that's his second, actually. I'm going to give him 2.
All right, we'll give him one that we missed.
Yeah, because, good ride. Look at this ride. Holy smokes. That was Chase Dark, and he is in serious trouble. Now he's got 3 guys on him here.
20-second violation. You have 20 seconds.
Oh,
to
that's a
get over
terrible
the
call.
midfield
The ref
line.
is going to call delay a game. He actually shot that in the motion. What do you think of that call?
I
delay
think
a game.
I think he shot it after they blew the whistle and after the clock expired.
I
And so
agree. I
I
agree.
think
but
it was a good call.
I agree, but I thought he was in the act of shooting, and thus, what are you going to do? Stop your shot? I think
Depends if he had time to when they
they're
blew the
discussing
whistle.
it. I think they might lift the flag here, hopefully.
Let's see what they say.
They should lift the flag here. It was in the act. Delay game. They're calling it. 30-second foul on Bullis. All right, another man up first man up. Wait. Yeah, first man up for the Bears. Papalia is on the left with Cassidy, the 2 lefties. The right is inside is Neveroski. Southworth is out there. Murray's out there. And Devin Stewart makes up the man up. 4-2 Landon. They went on a flurry to start the second quarter. Ball's down. It was 1-1 after 1, and then he jumped out to a quick. Bullis got the last one to get it closer. Landon looked to extend their lead here on the extra man offense.
Good patience by Landon. They don't have a whole lot of time left. Only a 30-second penalty. About 3 seconds.
Ooh, he had Southworth open on the sneak.
Too much patience by Landon. They didn't really get a look.
They didn't run a play. They freelance in the 1-3-2. Some people call that the 2-3-1.
That's a tough stanza for Landon. Didn't get a remotely get a good look on extra man, then they just throw the ball out of bounds. That's a tough one.
Ooh, fast break Bullis. Hayden Wade pulls it out to Marr. Marr is big.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. I'm excited to watch him play in college.
He'll do
He's
well.
gonna have a good career.
He'll do well at Penn. Bullis goes right to the invert with Silberman on Stewart. They recognize they have an offensive mid. He's stuck on D. Good attack. He could do a shot there. He's not getting any pressure. Silberman gets it off, passes up to Jack Mangan. Mangan has Matura on him. Maybe that's why he hasn't done much. Here's Anzalone with Derwinski right on him.
Good defense. Really strong.
Derwinski is a horse. Great football player.
Very fundamental,
Dad's
strong defense.
Dad's a teacher coach here. And Derwinski is head of Gettysburg, one of the top programs in the nation. Southworth does everything. And
Great defense.
And he's got Cooper.
You got the first midfield out there for Landon. I don't know if the D-mid, that's a good defensive midfield unit.
I think Caden, a save by Rizzo. I think Caden Southworth plays D-midi for Princeton next year. That's how good he is at D. I don't know
Certainly capable.
I don't know what they have coming back at short stick D-midi, but that's how he'll find a spot on the field for the Tigers up there. Great save there by Rizzo. So that's 3 for Rizzo. 2 for Zamoyski, the goalie for Bullis. Out comes the second line. 3 minutes to go here. I'm Cabell Maddox. Thanks for joining us in the IAC Championship. Packed house here now. I can see the far side is all Bullis. Near side is mostly Landon. Matt Cohen down the alley and just buries it.
What a nice shot. Low corner, fading down the alley. Not the best shooting angle, but he's able to get a little deception, hide the stick head, and bury it in that low corner. Similar to Tolmak's shot in last quarter, that sidearm to low and away, stick side. Really nice ball placement. Great shot, great goal.
I think Zamoyski probably wants that one back as well.
It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, stick side far pipe. Tough to get down there. And Goose wins. Not yet. Thought he had it, but he lost it. And Bullis gets the win. Oh, and he gets taken away right away.
We're giving Landon the win there.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a unit face-off win.
6-2 Landon in the face-off.
We have a final from the Gonzaga-DeMatha game.
Baby.
DeMatha 9, Gonzaga 8.
Oh, my gosh. Regulation or OT?
Regulation, I believe.
Wow. All right. Well, that is unbelievable. That's
it's setting up a finals in the WCAC we haven't seen in over a decade.
Since
probably.
Paul Rabel played for DeMatha. Yeah, Good Counsel playing St. Mary's Riken right now. St. Mary's
so
Riken.
it'll be Good Counsel or St. Mary's Riken against DeMatha.
Yeah, and Good Counsel's at home, and they're tough right now. Pass to Cassidy. Luger. St. Mary's Riken still gets the award as the biggest upset of the year, beating St. John's at St. John's last week in overtime.
Yeah, wonder how they're doing today. Let's see if we can get an update on that.
I could probably get that at halftime. I'll text some people at Good Counsel, but this one right here is 5-2 with under 2 to go. Here's Murray with Kaplan on him. That's a moving pick, no call.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Wide open is Luger. Just blasts it. Bullis is in trouble. Zamoyski's not seeing the ball, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, again, that's a Sean Murray factor. He's handling the ball. He's finding the open man. He found Luger naked on the crease for an easy shot. I mean, yeah, he's not seeing the ball, but that shot was from 7 yards.
True.
At 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's just, defensively, they got to cover up.
Do you think it's because that first one went in from 15-16 that he's just got to get himself back in the game, does Jake Zamoyski, mentally? Because Hayden Goose is starting to heat up.
Another win. They're crushing at the face-off X. It's 7-2.
And Cooper's mad. He's about to foul. Hayden. Does not, though. I think Hayden's got the mental advantage there.
We do see a wrap on Revis's leg, on his right leg. He's got a pretty severe.
He's had it all season.
Yeah. Is he fighting a hamstring issue?
Coach Blester said, yeah, he's fine now. He's expected to play the whole game today. But he sat out a lot of the season. Came back in and out all year. He and Hayden train together, are good friends off the field. But they are in a war today against each other. And Cooper's got to get hot because they're down 4.
Yeah, there's so much game left, especially with the talent that Bullis has. They can put up goals in a hurry. One
of the keys to victory was 50% or more, and the score is 7-2 Landon in faceoffs in their advantage. That is a massive disparity. I did not even think it was going to be a factor, faceoffs, because I thought it would be an even match between those two, or those faceoff teams, 50-50. It would come down to other things, but I've proven wrong. And Landon's controlling time of possession. They have the ball now here again with 1:26 to go. How's the crowd look out there?
Oh my gosh, it's packed. I just stuck my head out the window, looked left, looked right. There's not a seat open in this place.
There's even people on the sidelines. I've never seen that happen, like on the far side. They're just sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, this is great. Great atmosphere.
IAC
Fortunate that we had nice weather today.
We're grateful to be here and call this game, this live stream here for the DMVLAX Game of the Week and the Madlax Media Production, along with Next Level Video at Triplet Field. Trying to get 2 in a row is Landon. That hasn't been done. I couldn't believe this. If that had gone, that would have been problem.
Nice look, though.
Can you believe that they haven't won back-to-back since 01-02? That's when J.R. Bordley and
I believe it.
And Peter Lamany and those guys were playing. I don't believe it. I thought Landon was on a tear until like 2010, but I guess Prep had started winning at that point.
Prep really in the early 2000s started to take a stranglehold on it.
All right, a little turnover. That's literally the first mistake of the game for Landon. Landon's been playing flawlessly.
They've been playing great. Really executing the game plan well thus far. Bullis has a lot more in them. They're not done.
Here is Thomas Petty.
40 seconds to go. Timeout.
St. Joe's commit. All right, 6-2, down 4. We're going to go to our sponsors and thank them again briefly. QFA's 5-star offense maximizes client returns while their 5-star defense generates additional current income while mitigating market risk. The Athlete Amplifier is QFA's NIL initiative that empowers student athletes through personalized branding and sponsorship deals with local community businesses. The Athlete Amplifier has locked 12 NIL individual deals and 1 full Division I men's lacrosse team deal thus far. Special thanks to loyal DMVLAX supporter, co-founder Joe Rinaldi. Learn more at QFAinc.com. The Washington Caps want to let you know that Round 2 playoff tickets are still on sale. Washington Capitals are sponsoring the play of the game and the MVPs of the game. 2025-26 season tickets, memberships.
What was up with the Agape Love rally towels at the Caps game?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
I got to Google that.
Tell everybody.
I missed the joke there.
Yeah, I don't either. Tell everybody what you're talking about.
Yeah, they give out the rally towels at the Caps games when you walk in, and they said Agape Love on them. I didn't get it.
37 seconds to go. Bullis ball off the timeout. See what their set play looks like here. This is Petty down the alley on Swift. He's clogged up in the middle. Not much there. Here's Marr. Gets a brush pick. Works for a second.
I mean, they haven't even given Marr a chance to go to the goal, but like two times all game.
Way. He was trying to sweep there, and
they got to get him the ball more.
Here's Anzalone. He's going to get a shot off. And Anzalone finally does what he does best. That's his 51st goal of the year.
I'll be honest, I want to see that every time down. I want to either dodge with Quinn Anzalone or Jackson Marr every time and get them the ball. They are the best players on offense on the field on both teams. And, they have to get the ball every single time. They have to do a move possession for Bullis. They're too good. Those two guys are awesome players. Get them the ball.
Especially in a championship game. Go to what got you there all 1 goals. And Goose gets another to take an 8-2 face-off spread at half. 6-3 at half here. Let's go over some stats. It was quite a
not a face-off win for Landon that entire quarter.
Wow, 8-3, 8-2 is a face-off battle. Saves are only 3-2, 3 for Landon, 2 for Bullis. Scoring, all right, for Landon. Neveroski has 2 goals. Talon Smith has the Washington Caps goal play of the game on a diver off an assist from Hayden Goose. Hayden Goose has 2 assists as a Fogo. How many times have you seen that? He's also won almost every single one of his faceoffs, if not every one. Another goal by Jonas Hawkins and Matt Cohen and Riley Luger. Bullis has a goal there by Quinn Anzalone. Jackson Tolmack, the Michigan commit, has 2. 18 Ike Silberman has 2 assists. So those are your stats for the first half. What do you think, quickly, what you started talking about there at the end, but what does Bullis have to do to get back in this game quickly in the third? You don't want to go down another 3.
I mean, I think Cooper Rivas is hurt. I think you got to figure something out at the faceoff X. His legs taped up. He's not performing great right now. He's a great player, but he's not playing great right now. So they need to figure something out at the X to give themselves a chance. I don't know what that is, if they have a backup who can fill that role or get a pole out there or double pole. They got to do something.
They have
at the
two other
face-off
face-off.
X.
Weinstein's a good face-off guy. They're
Yeah,
junior.
they need to try something. They need to mix something up there. That's number one. Number two is, like I said earlier, just get the ball to Marr and Anzalone every time down. Just make sure that one of them starts with the ball, and the other one can finish the play on the backside, but get it to one of them every time.
Pick with the shorty and then get out of his way. Like, they did a nice pick. They switched, a shorty on him, but he couldn't even sweep. Because
I don't even care about the pick with the shorty. Those guys can beat the poles. The poles for Landon are very good players, don't get me wrong, but guys of Anzalone and Marr's size, if they sustain their dodge at the 5-5, if they really just work their man, they're going to eventually get topside. And so you just got to go with your horses.
Let's thank our sponsors here one more time here in the first half. Perlectric is the 2025 title sponsor of the popular DMVLAX Top 20. The top 20 is posted every Monday. You see on your screen there. This is from this past Monday. 1 versus 2 here in the area. Check them out at perlectric.com for more information. Be sure to connect with the president of Perlectric, Scott Pinto, a proud Paul VI and Madlax parent. The Electrical Alliance is the 2025 Game of the Week title sponsor, the all-encompassing support system that helps electricians in the DMV secure the highest quality training. You can see there the face-off guys are actually working a little extra work here at halftime with Coach Ferguson, who faced off at Syracuse. His son, Braden Ferguson, a Madlax 24, is a goalie at Syracuse. But Jody, his father, is the face-off coach. He's got 4 guys grinding there, getting ready for the second half, hopefully doing what you just talked about, Matt.
Yeah, we'll see what he has up his sleeve.
QFA's 5-star offense maximizes client returns while their 5-star defense generates additional current income while mitigating market risk. The Athlete Amplifier is QFA's NIL initiative that empowers student athletes through personalized branding and sponsorship deals with local community businesses. He locked 12 NIL individual deals and 1 full D1 men's team at Hofstra. The special thanks to our loyal DMVLAX supporter, co-founder Joe Rinaldi. All right, let's take a quick break, Matt, and then we'll come back and join with 2 minutes to go before the halftime.
Feel it. Feel it. Rage, power. Rage, money, power. I'm big, big, big.
All right, welcome back, DMVLAX fans, to Triplet Field at Bordley Stadium at the Landon School here in Bethesda, Maryland for the 2025 IAC Championship game, second half. This is the DMVLAX Game of the Week presented by the Electrical Alliance, featuring the #1 ranked DMV and number 16 ranked, nationally ranked, Landon Bears, hosting the #2 DMV ranked Bullis Blldogs. I'm Cabo Maddox, here with Matt Rienzo. Thanks for watching this Madlax Media live stream production. Open up their halftime huddles. 6-3. Six to 3, the Bears. We talked briefly at the end there, in the beginning of the second half, about things Bullis needs to do, but to reiterate that, they need to go back to their horses offensively. They need to win some face-offs, and they're bringing out Cooper Rivas, the Princeton commit, to go against Goose. He has not won one yet against Hayden Goose. Hayden Goose is actually taking a PG year next year at Loomis and will go to Michigan as a 2026. He's graduating here this year from Landon. Here we go, second half underway. Goose easily wins that one. He's just in total control.
He just popped that up to himself.
I mean, that was a great pivot. He's so low to the ground, and he's got a great control of the ball.
He's dialed in right now.
Yeah, what is he, 9? What is that?
9-0.
9-2.
He's 9-0.
The Bears are going to run away with this if he keeps winning like that. Here's Devin Stewart. Devin Stewart's got Hannon on him, the Ohio State commit. Moves it back to Murray. Murray, Paris on him. Blake Paris. Murray, switch. Inside look. Great move. Oh!
Murray just has them spinning.
Aiden Cassidy with a great move. Just shot it high, backed up by Bullis.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back.
See if Zamoyski can make a bunch of saves this half. They're going to need Zamoyski too. We didn't talk about that. He's going to have to make 5 to 10 saves this half.
Flag down. There's some sort of penalty on Landon in the middle of the field. Didn't see what it was.
Looks like they have 20 guys on the field right now. Their ride is so vicious. Look at that ride. It is just ruthless. The only way to clear against it is to dump it down or take the shot. You cannot run the ball out or pass the ball out on the sides. I think it was just too many guys, Matt. What do you got?
Yeah, we'll see what they say when they come over to the table. It must have been.
Because it came early while they were in the middle of subbing. So we're going to go man up here, Bullis. Bullis is 1 for 1 so far. They have a very high percentage man up. 70% or something absurd.
Offsides. 30 seconds.
Offsides. They got 3 refs here. The third ref is usually in charge at the box. Caught something.
Landon not arguing profusely like they normally would if they had a problem with the call, so we assume it was a good call.
All right, here we go. Man up. Early in the third quarter, just under 11 minutes. Anzalone back to Silberman. Mars on the crease locked again. Let's see how they play that. Landon, you think they're shutting him? It looks like they're shutting him.
They are.
With number 6, Nico Bascott. I missed that.
It's just a shot, lefty shot from
15
yards.
Number 15, Thomas Petty.
15 from 15.
Yeah. All right, they're completely face guarding with Nico Bascott on Jackson Marr. Jackson is opted to now stand behind the goal, so it's a 5-on-4. 5-on-4 is pretty easy.
Yeah, 5-on-4 is good spacing for extra man.
Absolute blast by.
But you have to be organized, and they took them too long to get into that.
Jack Mangan, yeah, they
so
were.
Now the penalty's over.
That's a fail there on the man up. Logan Cassidy back on Marr.
I want to see Marr dodge on Cassidy. I want to see him try and win that battle.
Charlie Fields is in right there and touches the ball there. Charlie Fields and draws a foul. Charlie Fields is now in, getting his first minutes on, makes a play.
Yeah, nice play by him. Maintains possession, draws a push.
Oh, Bullis in the 10-man. Don't see this very often from the Bulldogs. The goal is wide open. Good ride there by Bullis. Oh, why'd they get out of it? I guess because the goalie was on the ball there.
The goalie was too far up the field. He had to abandon.
Yeah, he had to, they had the 10-man down. And Landon clears successfully versus the 10-man ride. The first one of the day for Bullis. Out comes the first midfield. Neveroski with the short stick. Chase Dark on him. Neveroski makes his man fall, doesn't realize it. Kicks it backside to Southworth with Stevenson. Quick slide by Paris. Southworth runs through it, goes back to Murray. No, that's Hawkins. Neveroski back to Hawkins. Murray off the feed from Jonas Hawkins.
Really efficient play by Landon.
Jonas Hawkins, the sophomore, looking really good.
Just patient. You know, they controlled that whole possession. Really well done by Landon.
Not sure who was on Murray, but that was just a basic cut. I think it was Paris. Basic cut and got wide open. Jonas, great vision back there. Put it right on his stick. All right, here we go. Face off. Desperate situation here for the Bulldogs at the face-off dot. Another win. That is 10-2 Bears in face-offs. Absolute obliteration. I don't know what 10 out of 12 is, but, you know, I think that's over 90%.
I'm not good at math, but I was told there'd be no math on this broadcast.
High 80s. Low 90s, somewhere in there. Just domination equals domination. Second line midfield here for the Bears. Matt Cohen with Grant Stevenson. Grant Stevenson, a massive sophomore.
Still only 2 saves for Bullis.
He had only 3 for Landon. Just not a lot of shots that require that. Riley Luger goes hard. Murray. Like that. I didn't think defensive-minded coaches like you would like an over-the-head check on the GLE.
When it works, it's great. Otherwise, you get screamed at.
Totally.
No, I hate that, but he hit it. So.
I guess he was kind of beat.
They're down by 4.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
And he was also a step behind, so he had the angle to throw it.
The only reason I don't mind it is because he landed it.
Yeah, it was a nice-looking check. Is that it? Ooh, split dodge. Nasty split dodge.
Ooh, what a shot.
That's his first shift of the game. Just so you know, the sophomore, they haven't run their second midfield line once. They need to get Luke Meyer on the field more. That is Luke Meyer, the super sophomore, with a fantastic shot.
Good-looking player right there. Haven't seen him out there today. Is that his first run, literally?
First run of the game.
And he sticks it in the top corner.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to be on the field. The seniors aren't doing that. They put a sophomore out there. And another incredible pivot by Talon Smith, the lefty.
Even when they switch up Goose to Talon.
Talon loves to shoot it now. I did a game earlier this season. He had his career ESPN level grade highlight. He did something like that and scored it versus Episcopal. It was unbelievable.
So Landon switches the faceoff guy, and they still win it. Just really tough luck today at the X for Bullis.
11-2 in faceoffs. Let's see if they put Meyer back out there. They do, and Landon quickly pulls Luke Meyer.
It's good coaching.
Here is Cooper Keel. way outside.
Yeah, the problem is you pull number 11. Now you got Cooper Keel with a short stick.
Yeah,
at 6'4", 200 pounds.
He's got to go. They got to go back to Keel. That was a good looking take there.
I would get him the ball too, in addition to Anzalone and Marr.
Oh, here's Marr. Ooh, good lift check there by Logan Cassidy.
Good defense by Cassidy. Engaged him and really stayed on his hands through the shot. Well done.
Nico Pedreza is back here trying to guard Cooper Keel. Cooper Keel has got to get to his strong hand left and get the shot off. He gets it. He's got power here.
Number 11 needs to clear the corner.
Pedreza does it. Oh, a save there.
He had him.
Didn't throw a fake. Just shot it right in the body. That's Rizzo's fourth save. Steven Rizzo, the senior goalie, with 4 saves.
That was a nice move by Keel. Just a really great save. Also, he shot it stick side high. If he had put it in a different place, may have scored.
7-4 here, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. I'm Cabo Maddox with Matt Rienzo. Thanks for joining us here in this Madlax live stream production at beautiful Triplet Field at Landon School. Oh, they got numbers here.
They got to jump off the sub, and they didn't hit him.
He didn't see it.
They had Cohen out of the sub game.
10-yard hop on that. Good back check. Early slide by Blake Paris. Good speed by Hawkins. Gets by his guy, but back checked again.
Another. Oh.
Scooped up by his own. Did he get his own scoop?
It was Jonas Hawkins that scored
he's
that
the one who took the initial dodge. That's unbelievable. He took the initial dodge and it relayed out, and he somehow got his own ground ball. And Hawkins has 2. Jonas Hawkins.
Bullis sticking with Rivas at the X. I'm kind of surprised they haven't switched, given someone else a chance there. What do you think, Cabell?
Yeah, they have Weinstein, who I've seen face off. Harrison Weinstein, the junior, and Landon won again. They got to put in Harrison Weinstein, give it a shot. Harrison has had a pretty good season. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins looking way better and confident as a sophomore.
Yeah, he's moving well back there. It looks between Hawkins and Murray that those guys are really difficult to guard for Bullis right now.
Up to Devin Stewart. Over to Southworth. Southworth has a short stick. Dark on him. Chase Dark. Back to Hawkins. Inside. Open. Save.
There's the save that Bullis desperately needed.
His third save of the day for Zamoyski, and that was a great one because he was wide open on the doorstep.
First save of the second half.
I believe that was Aiden Cassidy, and a turnover on the throw right to Logan Cassidy, and look out.
That's too bad for Bullis. They finally put together a good defensive possession, got a save, just threw the ball away. They got to do a better job clearing the ball.
They're struggling versus the pressure rides. And Landon's got a fresh 80 seconds on the shot clock. Out comes their first midfield line.
You know, this is a very lopsided game, and it certainly feels that way, but it's only 4 goals right now.
They just did a little inbound. That's their
little give and go play.
They love that play.
Looks like we got a man down.
He got slashed in the midsection. And they got numbers here if they push. They got to fight. Well, no, I guess Landon's back to Santo back.
So after all that, Bullis clears it after all.
See if they bring out that sophomore again. They don't. I would like to see Luke Meyer out there again. 2 really good sophomores on the field here. And
Haven't seen much from Petty today. Like to see him get going as well for Bullis.
Most teams are polling him. Is he getting polled today?
Not really.
Oh, great take by Quinn Anzalone.
There it is. We talked about it.
Quinn Anzalone.
Anzalone and Marr need to get the ball.
He's keeping him in it. Another unassisted goal by Anzalone on the sweep. And a shot low. Brings it to 3-goal spread. Definitely can catch Landon.
That's a big goal.
But how are you going to catch him if you lose every faceoff?
Still don't have 2 poles up on the faceoff.
No adjustments.
Still going with Rivas.
Yeah, no adjustments by Bullis on the faceoff here. I'd like to see Harrison Feinstein take 1. See what he can do.
Oh, there's Rivas. Got the clamp. He's fighting for it.
Got one. His 3rd win out of 15. Oh, it's not cleared yet. They got to clear it. I mean, What a good ride there by the Landon attack. Cassidy, Hawkins.
Tenacious ride today by Landon.
Top to bottom. Here's Cooper Keel. Here comes for Bullis, Avi Ruiz and Chase Meyer, the second line mids. They didn't get their second line mids in here till the mid to late third quarter, and it's starting to work for Bullis. That's an incredible defense there. That was a goal.
It was a goal. It was literally on the line. It was that close.
That was a goal.
From here, we're 50 yards away, so hard to see.
Hit replay.
But looked like a goal, and the refs think so too. Huge goal for Bullis, 8-6 with 2:30 to go in the third quarter.
And that's 33. Anzalone again unassisted. So that's a hat trick for Anzalone.
No, that was Cooper Keel. That was 8:28.
Oh, it was?
Yep.
I knew it was a lefty. He's a lefty as well.
Yeah, finally he sustained that dodge like we talked about earlier, and eventually got leverage on his man, slipped to the inside. A nice finish that just trickled over the goal line.
Good call. Good call. Yeah, 28. I just saw a delayed replay. And look at
look at this. After all we've been talking about, why aren't they switching it up? He wins 2 in a row. Good for him. Way to battle.
All right, so now they're down 2-8-6, 2:27 to go.
Good for Cooper Rivas, the battle here.
And the momentum is clearly shifted to Bullis.
It has.
They still need 2 more to get this game back in.
Petty with the shorty on him.
Yeah, he might go here. He has good bounce in his step.
Bullis definitely figuring some things out here, playing much better.
Wide open. Oh, good.
Mark coming back for his right.
Absolute low to high cannon on Cassidy. That's a tough assignment. Petty, the St. Joe's commit, started off. Here is Anzalone with the hot hand. He's got a step on. Good help there down by DeSanto. Big windup. That was, whoa! That
right on the post. That was a great shot. Lucky for Landon, it hit the post and wasn't 1 inch lower. Everyone's
screaming goal, 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 but it's not physically possible. If it bounces out like that, came out rocket. So 1:30 to go, 8-6 Landon.
This is more like it, Cabell. We got a ball game now.
The level of play just ramped up. Everyone's hustling harder. Both teams are playing better, or at least Bullis is playing better.
Landon's been fine.
Landon's played great the whole game. They got second mids out. Look at that confidence that Coach McGettigan shows, the fourth-year coach here, trying to win his second IAC championship. Back-to-back years.
They like Cohen. They like this matchup.
Here's Hawkins with Kaplan. Over the head guy here. Doesn't go over the head. Good backside sneaky check there by slide by Hannon. Here's Cassidy. Overhand. Big save. Wow.
Nice save.
That's a dive, though. They might not call that. Wow. Good play by Riley Luger.
Everybody wants a dive call, but it was a push.
Smart play by Riley Luger. You're seeing on your screen to draw the foul, and now he holds the ball. And smartly, 32 seconds ago, plenty of time on the shot clock. They can hold for 1. Sean Murray way up at the midline on Blake Paris. Hannon on the ball here. On Cassidy, back at X. To Cohen. Fires it up top to Riley Luger. Absolute cannon. Another save. 5 saves now for Zamoyski. Big time here. Plenty of time. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Backside look. Wide open. Cassidy. Oh, he misses it. They had a chance there to bury it.
Wow.
That would have been massive.
What a quarter. What a quarter.
That would have been just a huge momentum steal for Landon. But instead, Bullis comes out all hyped up on the big defensive stand.
Yeah, just a much better quarter by Bullis. So they're really firing on all cylinders on both sides of the ball, much better than before.
Let's go to our sponsors here and thank them. Sport Automotive players to watch are brought to you by Sport Automotive, Chevrolet, Cadillac, and Honda. Be a sport fan too and visit sportautomotive.com. Washington Capitals want to let you know that round 2 playoff tickets are still on sale and 2025-26 season tickets are available. We want to thank them for sponsoring the play of the game and the MVP of the game. Now that it's fourth quarter, we got to start thinking about that, Matt. I want you to be all over that. Per Electric is the 2025 title sponsor of the popular DMVLAX Top 20 rankings coming out every Monday night. Check them out at perelectric.com for more information, and be sure to connect with the president of Per Electric, Scott Pinto, a proud PBI and Madlax parent. And QFA, 5-star offense maximizes client returns while their 5-star defense generates additional current income while mitigating market risk. The Athlete Amplifier is QFA's NIL initiative. Empower student athletes through personalized branding and sponsorship deals with local community businesses. Special thanks to loyal DMVLAX supporter and co-founder Joe Rinaldi. Learn more at QFAinc.com. All right, fourth quarter, here we go in the 2025 IAC Championship. Landon trying to make it their 34th IAC title. Bullis trying to make it their 5th. Landon, as we mentioned, would win 2 in a row here, which will be the first time since 01-02.
Yeah, this is a great atmosphere. Stands are packed. It's the fourth quarter. Springtime lacrosse season. Doesn't get any better than this.
Big face-off. Rivas has won the last 2, but Hayden wins that one and gets back on the schneid. 13-4 is the face-off, but a takeaway from Bullis. Oh, it pops out loose. Big ground ball here. Oh, nice pick up there by Sean Murray.
Murray's playing great.
Oh, he throws it out of bounds.
I spoke too soon.
You jinxed him.
I'm the jinx.
That's only their second turnover of the day. I'm not sure what happened there. He made an insane ground ball while getting hacked. And here is
the daunted ride.
It's not a 10-man, though, so I don't know why
they're panicking like it is.
Yeah, seriously. There's guys open everywhere. They get the ball up to Luke Meyer. Oh, he gets checked from behind. He's a huge sophomore. Luke Meyer wanted to get a quick goal there.
Yeah, Luke Myers, it's
another turnover for Landon. That's 3 turnovers, 2 in the last 30 seconds.
Luke Myers, a good-looking athlete, good-looking sophomore. He's a name you're going to hear for a couple years.
For sure. They graduate a ton at Bullis. This is their class they've been talking about for 6 years, finally coming up. And our seniors, whoa, he almost didn't catch that because the sun. Did you?
Yeah, the sun's really low right now.
Oh, Mar's got to step on. Oh, he fires it high. Looks like, woo!
Very close.
Eli Smink had the jump in my angle there. Here's Derwinski on Anzalone. Good job staying on his high side there, not letting him get to his strong hand left.
Good strength by Derwinski.
Here's Marr with Logan Cassidy, 2 future teammates at Penn. The Penn coach here, Coach Murphy, is here to watch his 4 athletes. Oh, he's got to step on righty. Ooh. No. Jackson Tolmack, the Michigan commit, with Carter DeSanto on him.
I don't like that picking pole to pole there.
Low to low. He went last time, so he was trying to milk that, and that's the 5th save. Now both goalies have 5 saves unofficially here.
Schematically, that was a failed possession for me by Bullis. I mean, they're picking pole to pole. That doesn't help you. Don't get an advantage.
Oh, good double team here by Bullis, but you're not going to get Caden. Maybe the fastest kid on the field. Caden Southworth, headed to Princeton, is fantastic in between the lines there. They tried to press him. It did not work. He's getting a breather, though. Who are they going to put in on first line for him? Riley Luger comes out.
Good choice.
He's having a good game. He's got Chase Dark, the senior, on him. But here's Devin Stewart with Hannon. Gets a step on, draws 2 slides. Bullis not organized in their sliding, but they recover nicely. Here's Aiden.
I really like Devin Stewart's game. He's a heck of a player. Going to have a great college career. Here he is.
Man, he had that, didn't he?
What game was that we were calling that he scored the game winner?
That was the Gonzaga game.
Gonzaga?
Yeah, he had a game winner in I think it was regulation, but it was with like a few seconds to go in the game. Here's Cassidy. Another quick slide there. Didn't even need to come. Bullis coming fast and recovered well. Pretty good defense there, but
it was good job covering up inside. Not a great pass either, not accurate. So unfortunately, a failed possession for Landon.
Grant Stevens up to Chase Dark, and they clear it. Now they can bring out their first midfield line. Good fast clear by Bullis. One of their better clears of the day.
Yeah, that's important at this phase of the game, fourth quarter.
8:45 to go. I'm Cabell Maddox here with Matt Rienzo. Thanks for joining us. Woo! Almost dropped that one. Good catch by Thomas Petty, the St. Joe's commit. He's got Swift on him. Robert Swift, the uncommitted junior. Here's Nico Pedreza guarding Jackson Tomac, who just brought out of the box. Another wrinkle here by Coach Ballestri, bringing the starting attackman out of the offensive box, gets a short stick on him. Quick slide, though, by Landon. They see it.
And there was nobody really to throw the ball to with that slide.
Oh, what a wicked backhand pass there by Marr. That was incredible wrist strength.
15 seconds on the shot clock.
Derwinski is just sitting on that left of, oh, good play. Wow. Good cut by Tomac on the feed.
I do like the wrinkle of putting Tomac out there through the box. Forces them to not be sure what to do with their short sticks, what the matchup needs to be. And eventually by moving the ball, they find someone inside. Good ball movement, good team offense by Bullis at a really critical juncture of the game.
That was Thomas Petty on the assist. He got that thing out of his stick on that assist beautifully inside to Tomac. That's Tomac's hat trick. Hat trick for Jackson Tomac. A lot of guys playing elite level right now. And then look at Cooper Rivas wins a crucial one here and gets it over to Hannon. Ryder Hannon's got a opening. Should pass it. He does. Smart. Ike Silberman makes an amazing catch. Oh.
Just not to be understated, the courage and the performance of Cooper Rivas after the day that he's had to come back. And he's won 3 of the last 4 faceoffs.
Yeah. All right. And
really gritty performance.
So they've clawed their way back. They were down 8-4, 7-3, and now
that's what we want to see.
8-7 here with 7:16 to go in the final quarter of the IAC Championship. The place is as big a crowd as I've ever seen here at Landon. And I've seen some monster crowds here the last 20 years. Cassidy sitting on Marr.
Speaking of monsters, between Marr,
wait a second,
Anzalone, and Keel behind, these are 3 big boys.
You know, it needs to be said, Logan Cassidy has held Marr to 0 points. I just realized that.
Logan's playing great.
I mean,
he's a very good defender, and he's playing great.
Jackson Marr has 0 points. That is unbelievable. He's one of the top-ranked players in the country. Here's Quinn Anzalone on Derwinski.
Derwinski's done a great job, too.
Good take there by Quinn.
But that's what I like to see. I want to see Keel.
18 seconds in the shot clock. Go ahead.
Or Marr or Anzalone get to the 5-and-5 and just sustain their dodge in that area and find leverage.
This is a good matchup for Keel. Man, they are missing easy ones.
He just needs to keep coming across the top. A couple more steps.
He got a easy step on.
They're knocking on the door here. They're going to break through. I have a feeling they're going to get a goal here. They're just being very persistent. 11 seconds to go.
In the shot clock, that is. We'll count it down for you here. Here's Marr, wide open. Oh, he bangs off the pipe. That's going to reset the shot clock.
That was one heck of a shot.
No!
Oh, my gosh. What a play. What a hustle.
Hit replay on that.
The Landon, Derwinski dove. The Landon defender dove and just out-touched the Bullis attackman. What an effort play.
That was Derwinski.
Circle that play.
Man, I can't believe they didn't call that right there. Ryder Hannon just cross-checked the Landon player in the middle of the field. They know high hit today. But I just watched the replay, and so did everyone at home. I'd like to hear what everyone thought about that call on the sidelines. It looked to me like Gold was there, and then all of a sudden Derwinski came in from behind and beat him out.
It's like the Katie Ledecky last-second touch.
Refs are talking.
Derwinski got to the wall first. According to the refs.
Refs are chit-chatting. Are they going to make a call here?
Shot clock reset.
Just a reset. No call. 6:14 to go here. 80-second shot clock reset. 8-7 Landon. Buckle up for the last 6.
We have a lot of score.
Wow, bold statement here. Here's Devin Stewart, the Penn commit with Ryder Hannon, the guard him. Gets a step down the alley. Immediate slide there by Braden Sewer, the Navy commit. Good D there by Blake Paris on Sean Murray, the second leading all-time point scorer in Landon history, only behind Joey Epstein. Murray surveying, looking. Landon needs one to feel. Oh, loose ball. Cassidy loses it. Dumb, unnecessary. Unnecessary. I mean,
yeah, just got to have a little more control.
Yeah.
Body control. It's hard. It happens all the time.
Not a reset. Oh, they did reset the shot clock. Why is that a reset?
Because of a push?
Oh, good call. Yeah, that's a rule. Yeah, it resets on loose ball fouls. I thought it was because they thought they picked it up. Oh, Murray just
the footwork of Murray is.
Yeah, he just smoked his man at X. Comes up to Southward. Southward backside to Aiden Cassidy. Aiden Cassidy goes to a strong hand left. Over to Neveroski. Neveroski's got handing on him. Good defense by Bullis. They almost look like they're in a zone. They slide so fast.
30 seconds in the shot clock.
Good back check there by Grant Stevenson. And that one should have been gold. Crowd's going nuts. They agree with me. They think that was Bullis closer. Be ready. Is that a timeout? They're going to go to a shot clock situation here. They're questioning the shot clock. Are the refs? If they could go to instant replay, they could go to see who chased out that ball closer too. There is no instant replay in high school lacrosse. I'm not even sure. There is in college. I'm not even sure what the rules are in college. They throw the flag now.
Yeah, you can challenge it. Have you figured it out yet? If you throw the flag, you can challenge it.
You lose a timeout, I guess. Here is Murray. Murray gets a step on, kicks it up to Cassidy outside. 10 seconds in the shot clock. He's wide open. Neveroski is wide open with 5 seconds in the shot clock. They're going to land in 4 seconds in the shot clock. They're going to throw it out of bounds here. No. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, my gosh.
Neveroski with the play of the game.
This is the new play of the game. I mean,
easily. Watch this on replay here.
Bullis basically stopped playing.
He backhanded it. Unbelievable play.
Everyone thought they were going to just dump it in the corner and play defense. Stained Great play by Neveroski.
And that is his third goal of the game. That right there is the Washington Capitals play of the game nominee. Early favorite. Face-off is huge here. Down 2. Bullis needs this, and they lose it. Big win by Hayden Goose. A goal here is a lot. Now, I know you said 4 or 5 more goals are going to be scored. I disagree. I think it's going to lock up here. Bullis has never caught Landon. They've been down the entire game. The best they had was a 1-1 tie. Other than that, Landon jumped out to a 4-1 lead, a 6-2 lead, 7-3, 8-4. They clawed back to 8-7, but that goal by Makana Neveroski was unreal.
That's a game changer right there. I mean, they were against the ropes, about to lose the ball, and instead of playing defense and possibly getting the game tied at the other end, they go up 2. So really pivotal play for Landon.
Let's talk about MVPs, Washington Capital MVP of the game. Who are your nominees off the top of your head?
What do we got stat-wise?
Well, stats, a lot of people have hat tricks. Tolmack has a hat trick. Neveroski has a hat trick. You can talk about face-offs. I mean, Hayden Goose has been unbelievable. I don't know his exact stats, but he's been incredible. Quinn Anzalone has 2. I mean, Hayden Goose also has 2 assists.
For me right now, in the running, and I love to wait till the end of the game because there's a lot yet to happen, but Goose at the face-off X has been super impactful, and I think Logan Cassidy on defense as well.
Yeah.
Defenders never get the MVP, so he's playing a great game. If he holds Mar to no points, I think he is certainly a candidate.
And then for Bullis, I guess Jackson Tolmack has a hat trick. He's having a heck of a game.
Large shot clock left, 74 seconds.
That's a lot of time. They can get it down to 3.5 if they hold it. Let's see how hard aggressively they go to goal. Riley Luger inverted versus Chase Dark.
Yeah, he's going to burn this all the way down to 25 seconds or so to just take advantage of the clock, make this game shorter.
Yeah, that's what I think. The score's not going to go. It's not going to change much. Maybe another goal or two for Bullis, but Landon's going to be smart here. Just do dunks, slam dunks.
Slam dunks or exhaust the shot clock. Those are your two options.
And now they got a shorty matched up on Landon's best dodger and Sean Murray. This is a problem for Bullis. And best feeder. Picked off. What a play by Ryder Hannon. The Ohio State commit.
Big time play.
You need he just got whacked in the head. I wonder if they call that.
They did.
They did. First
big time play for Ryder Hannon.
He sold that one. He Hollywooded the heck out of that. 3:30 to go in the game. Down 2. Bullis needs one quick. It's going to be an and 1. Go to your best guy right now. Give it to someone to go to the goal, get a goal, and then you get your man up face off. See, they're going to go. They got Tomac out of the box again. Here's Anslone. They're going to go with this horse. He's got a righty. Oh, we lost the ball in the back cradle. That's going to be a man up now for Bullis. 3:05 to go in the game. I'm Cabell Maddox here with Matt Rienzo. Thanks for joining us in this 2025 IAC Championship DMVLAX Game of the Week. Fans at home, if you're Bullis, want to see a goal here very quickly on their very lethal man up. Landon fans and alums at home watching. A stop here and a clean game. It's a full minute foul. Yeah. Tomac. Michigan commit. Up to Mangan.
Still shutting Marr behind the goal, so it's a 5-on-4.
Deflected by Cassidy. Cassidy just made a save there, basically. Logan Cassidy stuffed that shot with his stick.
That was about as bad an offensive possession as you could hope for. I mean,
totally.
They didn't even do anything.
That's not a shot because the goal is in the goal. That's not a shot. That's a pass. Yeah, that's the right call. That's the right call. That's the second time Landon's done that. I don't know why Landon thinks they're in a 10-man when they're not. Landon clears that. It might be ball game.
They've got an easy clear right here if they just throw it in the middle of the field to number 4.
They don't see him.
He was wide open for about 5 seconds.
Jack Mangan still sitting.
Box side, they got guys open. They need to pass the ball.
Here's Petty.
There you go.
Tomac. Mangan. You know, Mangan and Marr don't have any goals.
Bullis was clearing with too few guys on.
Yeah, Mangan and Marr, the two sharpshooters, have no points for Bullis. This is Mangan right here. He's got wide open. Oh! And there's no backup because it's 3-3 set on the man up.
It was a perfect look. I mean, he was wide open on the crease. He has more time than he thinks. Turns, square up, bury that.
2 minutes ago here, Logan Cassidy in the open field. Good ride there. Takeaway by Quinn Anzalone. Look back at that as maybe the momentum they could score here. Oh, no backup. Not a smart shot.
They had open guys on the right and the left. He should have passed it. They would have had a dunk.
That's a D midi taking a 20-yarder with no backup. Pass the ball to the attack. Let them do their job.
As crazy as this game has been, and it's sometimes bad for Bullis, they've had tons of chances to win this game.
Yeah, look, they might get it back here. Loose ball flick picked up by Caden Southwood. Now, Caden could run the rest of the game out.
At this point, 65 seconds on the shot clock, a minute 30 to play in the game.
Yeah, but watch him run. He's done this for me for years and Coach Holak for years on the 2025 Madlax team. He can run all day. He could do the rest of the game with the ball on the stick. And they're going to kill it here. 50 seconds in the shot clock, 70 seconds in the game, up 2. The Bears can feel it. The crowd is electric on the side. The goalie's out. Aiden Cassidy has the ball. They're going to double. Bullis needs to shut off. They're still letting Landon pass it around.
They're just running around. They're not actually executing a proper shutoff. They need to shut off the adjacents instead of drifting off their men.
I mean, they don't even have anybody adjacent shut off right now.
They need to stop and get organized and then shut off.
They might have to just foul and go man. Wait a second. They're still
No, the scoreboard.
the scoreboard's wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
the scoreboard
Here's
has
Cassidy.
a penalty
8 seconds,
clock,
5 in the shot clock. He's going to probably chuck it. All right, now we got 25 seconds in the game. The clock didn't stop on the out of bounds.
Clock's still running.
Man, the clock needs to get at
Went
least
from 25 seconds down to 21.
Yeah. A lot of chaos
But
here
it's
at
almost
the end.
not enough time anyway at this point.
Chaos here at the end. Bullis is going to look back in the final 3 minutes of all the opportunities they had to score. They had many shots in the last few.
I mean, as badly as they've played, they were right in it. And if they just those last few possessions, if they handle those better, they're in position to tie the game and go to overtime.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Washington Capitals MVP again. We talked about Hayden Goose. He's been unbelievable at faceoffs. He won that last one. He has 2 assists as well. Logan Cassidy is about to go the entire game of shutting out one of the top-ranked attackmen in the country. Okay. Who else for Landon deserves a discussion?
That's it. I mean, Murray's been great.
There's been so many.
Murray's been awesome.
Sean Murray's been fantastic. So those two guys, Goose.
How many points does Murray have?
He has 1 goal and 1 assist.
Yeah, he's been impactful, though.
Yeah, he carries the ball. He runs their offense. You can see the Landon crowd about to go bonkers and storm the field, standing behind the bench. 25 seconds. They would need an immediate goal so they have time to do a face-off and go down and score.
It's just not enough time.
They can score here in 25. Where's the ball? Wait, is the ball with White? What's going on here, Matt? Why is the ball? No, the ball should be with.
Yeah, they gave it to White.
Why? Oh, because they didn't. Wait, the clock is wrong.
Oh, okay. So they dumped the ball, but the clock was wrong, so they're redoing that dump. And they lost time off the clock too. That nobody. It was 25 seconds. It ran down to 21. They never put that time back on.
Oh gosh, disaster!
Just a tough last 5 minutes for Bullis. They were in it. They had it.
Yeah. But the clock management there was completely wrong, by the way.
It's strange.
Yeah. Caden's going to run the game out here. Nothing Bullis can do.
It wouldn't have mattered, though. There's not enough time left regardless.
Nothing Bullis can do here. And that's going to do it. The 2025 champions.
And the #1 ranked team in the Washington, D.C. area
are the Landon Bears 2 years in a row. First time since 2001-2 with back-to-back championships. Congratulations to Will McGettigan and his staff.
Great job by the coaching staff of Landon.
J.R. Bordley, Connor Cassidy, Mike Kubik, Mark Mickham, Paul Padalino, Will Powell, and David Smith. Congratulations to all the proud alums across the country that played for Landon.
It's so awesome to see the elation of the Landon players. They're, rolling around on the ground, hugging each other. And obviously Bullis very dejected, didn't get the win today, but great effort by both teams. Great season by both teams.
Unbelievable
and
game.
We see the Landon fans take the field.
Yeah, we're going to get that for you.
Oh, this is cool.
Just
hope no one gets hurt. They're having fun out there. This is awesome. This is why you play.
Yeah, the whole school's out there. This is flashbacks to last year. 2 years in a row is special for Landon. Congratulations to them. Look, we're going to give the MVP, co-MVPs to Hayden Goose and Logan Cassidy. Hayden Goose was absolutely dominant. I would say probably close to 80% on the faceoffs. He also had 2 incredible assists. And Logan Cassidy was just unbelievable, shutting down Jackson Marr, a top-ranked player. Good thing they're going to be teammates and not have to go against each other ever again. But
what a great matchup. That's going to be a good matchup in practice for 4 years.
And then the Washington Capitals, you can keep it on the screen. You don't have to show this. The Washington Capitals play of the game is definitely going to be that backhander by McConnell.
Without a doubt.
That was the last goal of the game, the clincher, the backhander, unreal goal for Makana Nevarowski to earn himself the Washington Capitals play of the game. Well, Matt, I think that wraps the season for us, too. I want to thank you for calling games with me again this year and the DMVLAX Games of the Week.
We had a lot of fun. We had a lot less rain this year. Usually we're sitting in downpours for all these games. We had mostly sunny games. It was a great season. Congratulations to all the teams involved.
Unbelievable season. Now we got the IAC Championship game on Monday night. We're not calling it, but we will cover it with our media team, everything but the live stream at Georgetown University. Who you got in that one? We don't even know who won that game, do we?
St. Mary's.
Let's say it's Good Counsel versus DeMatha. That was a 1-goal game in the regular season.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
All right, and
I'm
then
going to hold my tongue. I think it's going to be a great game. Good Counsel is a great team. It'll be a great game.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. I'm Cowboy Maddox signing off here.
Feel it. Feel it. Rage, power. Rage, money, power. Feel it.